Next matchup, Twins, Tigers. 7:10 Eastern first pitch in Detroit. The Twins are minus 130, totals 8.5. 68% are leaning Twins, 67% shaded toward the over. Right now, Detroit is plus 120 at home. Minnesota plus $1.15, laying the run and a half. We have Boyd projected on the bump for Detroit. Nobody for Minnesota to be announced, to be determined. We have no probable for Minnesota as of yet. But regardless of who they throw on there, could be a position player. I don't really care because Detroit is last in scoring on average per game. They're also striking out more than any team in Major League Baseball. Detroit is 13 games under 500 with a 23-36 record overall. They've also covered just 9 out of 29 games at home. And of course, when I refer to covering or the spread or against the number, anything involving the spread, I'm actually referring to the run line. So once again, Detroit 9-20 against the spread at home this year. Now, Minnesota on the other side, they've been fantastic. They're 25-7 straight up as the favorite. They're also 13-4 in their last 17 when traveling. The Twins rank first in scoring on average per game. Now, total-wise, Minnesota is 23-10 to the over when traveling. Detroit, well, they're 67% to the over in their last 6. Give me the Twins minus 130 and the over 8.5 in that game. Next matchup, Yankees, Indians, 7-10 Cleveland. The Yankees are minus 125, totals at 9. We saw a 15-cent move toward the Yankees and movement downward on the total. New York opened $1.10 up to minus 125. Total opened 9.5 down to 9 flat. 67% are leaning Yankees, 58% shaded toward the over. Right now, Cleveland is plus $1.10 at home. Yankees plus 130, laying the run and a half. We have Domingo Germán for the Yankees, Plesac for the Indians. Domingo German is 9-1 with a 3.66 ERA for the Yankees. The Yankees are also 9-2 straight up when German makes the start. One more thing to add about the Yankees, they're winning 85% of their games played at the current market price. That's incredible value there. Now, the Indians on the other side, they're winning just 33% of their games as the official home underdog. They've also dropped 7 out of their last 10 at home. When it comes to the total, the Yankees are 22-6 to the over away from home. Give me the Yankees minus 125 and the over 9 runs in that game. Next matchup, Oakland, Texas, 805 Texas. Texas minus 115, total at 10. 10-cent move toward Texas, movement downward on the total. The Rangers open 105 up to minus 115. Total open 10.5 down to 10 flat. 51% are leaning Athletics, 55% toward the under. Right now, Oakland's plus 105 on the money line. Texas plus 165 on the run line. We have Lance Lynn for the Rangers, Anderson for the A's. If you like Texas in this spot here, I'm fully on board with you. They're winners in 5 out of their last 6. They also rank second in Major League Baseball in scoring. Oakland on the other side dropped 6 out of their last 8. They're also winning just 31% of their games as the official road underdog. And when it comes to the total, Oakland is 67% to the over in their last 9. Texas 80% to the over, taking on Oakland this year. Give me the Rangers minus 115 in the over 10 runs in that game. Next matchup, Pittsburgh taking on the Brewers, 8:10 Eastern first pitch in Milwaukee. Give me the Brewers minus 1.5 in the over 9.5 in that game. Next matchup, Chicago White Sox taking on the Royals. And I think I skipped that one. I do not remember covering that game. So, no, what do we have? Orioles taking on the Astros. Sorry, skipped ahead. Baltimore at Houston, 8:10 Eastern first pitch at Minute Maid Park. Give me the Astros minus 1.5 and the under 8 runs in that game. White Sox taking on the Royals, 8:15 Eastern first pitch. Just like everybody else that has a radio program or a podcast and are afraid to make a pick, I'm going to take a free pass on this one. All right, next game. I'm going to take a pass on that game. Take a free pass on a free lean? Are you kidding me? Get a fucking clue. Fuggin. Don't ban me, YouTube. But really, a free pass. I'm going to take a pass on this one. No action. You're giving advice that costs you nothing. I don't know. Anyway, Mariners, Angels, 10:07 Eastern first pitch in Los Angeles. The Angels are minus 185, totals at 9. We saw a massive 35-cent move toward the Angels and movement upward on the total. LA open 150 up to 185, total open 8.5 up to 9 flat. 61% are leaning Angels, 66% shaded toward the over. Right now, Seattle's plus 185. Just kidding. Seattle's plus 165 on the money line. Angels plus 105 on the run line. We have Gonzalez for the Mariners, Heaney for the Angels. Now, if you like the Angels in this spot here, too expensive. Seattle 7-2 in their last 9 at Los Angeles. They're also 17-14 against the spread away from home. The Mariners ranked 9th in scoring, 6th in walks. They're also 7th in road scoring. They're winning 60% of their games, taking on the Angels this season. Now, the Angels on the other side, hey, we got the random, what is this, emergency alert system? What's going on here? Random weirdness. Yeah. Random weirdness. EAS system. This podcast has gone to shit. But anyway, Seattle, 7th in road scoring, 60% winning against the Angels this year. Meanwhile, LA, they're 3 games under 500 overall for the year. They're just 30-33 overall. They covered just 14 out of 32 games at home this year. They've dropped 7 out of their last 10 at home, and they are 23rd in runs allowed at home. So very bad at home are the Angels. Now, total-wise, the Angels are 8-4 to the over in their last dozen. Seattle, on the other side, 80% to the over in their last 5. Give me the Mariners plus 105 in the over, 9 runs in that game. Let's see if the emergency alert system has turned off as I continue to buy some time on my screen. I'll tell you, we've had just terrible difficulty with this TV screen this week, but I'm not smart enough or business savvy enough to get the they're skipping Shannon. So let's go ahead and pull up the app, Major League Baseball, see if I can remember where we were at. Totally did not cap that game right there. Blew it off. Okay, Mariners, Angels. I think I just capped that. So Seattle plus 1.5, over 9 runs in that game. Next matchup, we have the Nationals taking on the Padres. 10:10 Eastern first pitch in San Diego. I've had really big problems saying that name this week, by the way. San Diego. But anyway, the Padres, minus 110, total at 9, 10-cent fade of the Padres, and movement upward on the total. San Diego, open 120, down to minus 110, total open 8.5, up to 9 flat. Washington, well, 56% of the consensus is leaning towards them. Meanwhile, 51% of the consensus is shaded toward the under. We have Fetty for the Nats, Marjavicius for the Padres. Marjavicius is just 2-6 with a 5.40 ERA. Not too vicious. Anyway, Fetty on the other side, 1-0 with a 2.55 ERA. San Diego has covered just 14 out of 35 at home this year. They've also dropped 4 out of their last 6. They're 26th in scoring, 27th in hits. They're also winning just 40% of their games when Marjavicius makes the start. Not too vicious. They're also winning just 41% of their games, taking on teams under 460. Meanwhile, the Nationals, on the other side, are winning 67% of their games when Fetty makes the start. They're also 4th in striking batters out. They are 3rd in striking batters out on the road. And when it comes to the total, Washington is 4-2 to the under in their last 6 in San Diego. Give me the Nationals plus 102 in the under 9 runs in that game. Next and final matchup for the show, it is going to be Dodgers, Giants, 10:15, San Francisco. The Dodgers are minus 210, total 7.5. Nickel fade of the Dodgers in the early wagering. Movement downward on the total as well. LA open 215, down to minus 210. Total open 8.5, up down to 7.5. I messed that up. Dodgers opened 215 down to 210. Total opened 8 flat down to 7.5. All right, let's dial it in here and get serious. 74% are leaning Dodgers, 79% shaded toward the over. Right now, San Francisco's plus 200 on the money line. Dodgers minus 125 on the run line. We have Kershaw for the Dodgers, Drew Pomeranz for the Giants. Pomeranz is just 1-6 on the year with an 8.07 ERA. Kershaw on the other side, 5-0 on the year with a 3.20 ERA. Give me the Dodgers minus 1.5 and the over 7.5 in that game. Forgot to write down shout outs for baseball. Sorry about that, guys. We will go ahead and take care of that for tomorrow, which is my wedding day. So probably be weird. I don't even know. I can't guarantee I'll even upload, but I'm going to do my best to get the job done for you. Don't forget to check me out on patreon.com/BrockPage. We do daily plays on that site, beginning at just $1.99 per month. Plenty of free content there as well. Link is in the description section below. That is patreon.com/BrockPage. But most importantly, I got to thank you for tuning in to today's program. Happy Friday to you. The weekend's here. I hope you really enjoy your weekend. I also really hope you enjoyed all this free information, all this free content. I certainly enjoy producing it and putting it together for you. But anyway, as always, don't forget to check me out on patreon.com/BrockPage.